Alright, yo, YouTube, we're back. Welcome. It's been a while still. Welcome back to Out of Line Podcast, where if you're in line, you're wasting our time. Obviously, we're gonna get straight into it, man. Like, we got a lot of topics to talk about today. It's been a while since we've actually sat down and talked, you know what I'm saying? But before I do so, let me just introduce my guests.
Come on. You already know it's Rico.
Got a new face here today.
Yo, it's Hakeem.
Lovely. Alright, but yeah, straight into it, man. We got a topic of Drake, man. This topic here
Yo.
gets me hot.
Gets
Me hot, man. Because I feel like this Drake thing here is a classic example of man them abusing their power in situations. You get it?
Really?
Now, listen, like, we all know the situation. Drake flew out an artist. That artist was married. I can't remember how long. Does anyone remember how long
It was like 8 years.
It was like 8 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
They weren't even married, you know.
They were like engaged or something.
Yeah.
They only like.
But it was like a long engagement.
Yeah, before. I don't know, man. I don't feel you on that point, you know. Like,
But-
let me not cap.
Alright, let me finish it off because it's a bit nuts because it's an 8-year engagement now, right? And so Drake's doing songs and this fiance of the artist has come out and accused his wife to be of cheating with Drake. Now the situation, like I'm not too sure if there's actual evidence out there of the artist cheating, but he's come out. He said, they've taken off the engagement. They're not doing it anymore because of this whole fiasco with Drake. And I don't know. What do you think? Is it a case of my man being insecure, or do you think my man's actually got there's proof in the pudding? Like man knows it.
Broski. Do you know what it is, yeah? I 100% believe that his wife cheated, didn't it?
Oh
Do you get
man.
me? Like, man believes that, but to blame Drake for that shit, you get me? That's a different story, bro. Cause fam, Drake ain't in no relationship with my girl or my man. He doesn't owe him nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? If his girl wants to do his thing with him when he flew her out, bro, he was definitely doing it on a business thing. And you get me? She probably initiated the thing, cause you know how these girls be with Drake, fam. Like, look at Drake, fam. Look at look at his baby mom, fam. Opportunists, fam. You get me?
Opportunist.
You can't hate on my man if your girl's an opportunist, fam. You get me? She's seen an opportunity to sleep with the biggest
Artist
superstar.
out.
You get me? Like, Drake's been in this game for like 10 years plus,
Yeah.
and like she's coming and just throwing it. Of course she's gonna throw it, man.
I feel you, but what happened to Broco? Like he's seen that this girl is engaged, fam.
Of course.
Fam, did you see the goal?
Nah, I saw
Like,
it.
bro,
There's no bro.
Man said no.
It doesn't exist.
Bro, that's not his guy. That's not his guy.
Yeah.
He has a relationship with the girl. She's the artist. Do you get me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
live, oh, he has no loyalty to my man. And plus, bro, my man is not that. You get me? If a girl, bro, are you telling me now? If a girl like that put it on you, bro, you're not mashing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tell me that
but
now.
okay,
Just answer
yeah,
that
let
question
me not
truthfully,
lie. Yeah,
bro.
you're right.
All right.
Let me say it like this, yeah. Man knew it. He flew both of them out. He didn't. It wasn't a thing where man was like, let me just fly out this artist. Oh, and then he finds out she's engaged and that. Nah, like he knew. He flew out them both. They were late night studios a lot, and obviously shit kicked off. Now I get what you're saying. This is the girl's fault, yeah. But there is some blame on Drake's side for like going there knowing this girl was engaged. You get it? If it was a thing where obviously I knew this girl was engaged, it's like I'm not doing that. You get me?
So what? Just because she's engaged, he shouldn't have thrown her out.
I don't think so. Like I
Bro,
feel like,
it's music purposes though. The main aim wasn't to cheat, bro. The main aim was to make like music for his albums. You get me?
yeah, I feel you. But in this modern day and age, bro, like you can get the music done in like a studio and send it over.
It's not the same thing though, bro. You get me? Like doing the vocals live, bro. You get me? Like, having different producers do that, and then you get me edit the files and send it, bro. It might not come off the same as like recording it, like there and then being there in person. You get me? I'm saying this from experience, bro.
Yeah, I feel
Get
you.
me?
I feel you. I get what you're saying because there's the other side of me that's saying it like this now. Like I also feel like Drake did this guy a favor.
Literally showed this girl, like he showed
That's a
live.
you're
oh.
evil for that.
I said evil.
That's a toxic
No,
evil
it's
spirit.
okay. Nah, you
Cut
know what it is? You're right still, because if you deep it, yeah. Like, that's actually like the biggest test before you get married. Like, dude, like
Mums.
what your girl would do if like a situation like the biggest artist comes. Like, you see them
Mums.
questions you ask, like you chat to a man about, like literally that was
Yeah.
there, portrayed in front of him. You got to answer, fam. No cat. That's actually a different way to think of it. I
Mums,
never
like-
did it to like that, you know.
Mums, cause deep it now, like if she can reject Drake,
Yeah.
there's no
Generally,
man on this earth
That
like
can touch her.
that can touch her. Money ain't a thing to her. She's with you for you, bro.
But 8 years is so long to just.
It's hefty, like
Yeah.
it's a big L.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big L. I won't lie to
And
you.
it makes it worse that he flew you both out.
Yeah.
Smashed your girl. And then
Ah.
sent you home.
Man's like, get your to go touch and you're there, bro. You know you're nothing.
You like it, bro. I know you man saw the video after though. Man was in the gym just
Oh.
like doing backflips and that and boxing. People are trying to say it's indirect. Like, he's got a smart Drake. Thought it did me, man. Took your girl.
Nah,
Like,
man. But hey, listen now. Here's the thing that's mad about it. Like, see, we're saying what we're saying now, but like, let's take it out of the context of Drake and this girl. Like, fam, like, what I don't like. Imagine your boy. It's your boy is like girl, and it's like a local artist now. Like, are you gonna really be saying the same thing? Like, does it still hold up? Like, you get me? Like, all of this stuff we're saying, does it still hold up? I get like there's the levels of obviously Drake being famous and that, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, infidelity is infidelity. Do you get it?
Bro, I'm blaming the girl in the situation, bro. I can't unless I know the local artist personally. Unless I know the person who's like gone to talk to the girl, you get me? That's done the mazza with. You get me? That person owes no loyalties to that person. You get me? To my boy or me if it was me in that situation. Do you get me? I'm gonna hold the person that I have like loyalties to accountable. Do you get me? Like, well, same way. Like if you got a what's it called? If you took out like a yard and like and you had someone and you signed up for someone's to be someone's guarantor.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
something went wrong with that yard.
You're holding.
You
You're
get me?
getting
And
held
that person
accountable.
bosses out. You have to be held accountable.
Yeah,
for it,
yeah.
Bro, do you get me?
Yeah, I feel you. Like going back to what I said. Obviously, when what you're saying about being held accountable, like that's why I'm thinking Drake kind of did my man a favor. Do you get?
Yeah,
Because obviously, yeah, he's gone and cheated his girl. That's a hefty L.
Yeah.
It is a hefty L. Like, at least he can walk away with it and say it took Drake to take my girl. Like,
yeah, like
that's a big W in that sense. But your girl still got
Yeah,
taken.
you can't brag about
that's
it.
actually the biggest test. I
But-
feel like I deals it.
The silver lining here is he got rid of the dead weight before he could get into a marriage.
But that's mad, you know. Like 8 years. It took 8 years for something like that to happen. I can't lie. Some men know things for like 2-3 years. You
Yeah.
get married and
That
then
could crush you.
You get
That
me?
could destroy you. 8 years.
8 years,
That's
you know.
actually a waste of time.
can't lie.
Fat waste of time.
That's just changed my perspective now.
But you know what? You man just met me, yeah. But I am a big Drake fan, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I heard this, yeah, if you listen to Drake lyrics, he's a petty guy. He's not.
No,
Yeah.
all these
He
man
plays
are
the
big.
nice Canadian guy, but he's a petty guy, yeah.
Mm.
So I was just thinking, like, I wasn't believing it at first. I was like, they normally do shit like this when albums are about to come out, songs. And then Nicki Minaj dropped her mixtape, the re-release.
Yeah.
Beat Me Up Scotty, yeah.
Yeah.
The first track, Young Money,
Uh-huh.
Nicki, Wayne and Drake.
Mm.
Do you know what Drake says in those bars?
What?
He says meetings in person,
Uh-huh.
so they can never falsify the information, right? And then he goes on to say, known her 8 years and I still fuck her like her new husband.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Oh!
See Drizzy, yeah. Son,
Hey, say it, man.
TMG. Oh,
So
damn.
if you're just reading it without that,
Yeah!
it's peak. But once you get him
What's the
coming in like,
context?
fam,
Aye.
so I fucked your girl.
Yeah, pain.
Now it's peak.
Pain.
Now you have to fight the guy.
Nah,
Yeah,
small
that's a beef thing, you know.
Yeah,
Mums throwing the boxing, like, that's
I'm telling you, bro, them videos, my man is bolo as well, you know. Like, he was training him in the gym, bro. I'm telling you, I'm doing backflips
Hey.
and that, bro.
no, man rapped about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's peak,
Fam.
man.
And then he goes on to say, your girl tasted better in the morning like a slice of pizza.
Oh,
Like, this guy is not.
damn,
he's
Drizzy,
not-
Aye,
man,
bro,
that's
Drizzy.
Drizzy, why?
That's why. Hey, Jizzy, why? What are you doing, man, like that? I haven't heard some fuckeries like that since like 16 when my man P&B stole that Aaliyah J girl.
Oh
Like,
my
God.
that's the last time I heard some fuckeries like that. But
Crazy, man.
oh my days, I didn't know this.
He's been on that way for
Bro, these man
a
are
year and a
all on
half.
that, fam.
Remember Sicko Mode? With
Yeah.
Travis Scott, and he's like, crept down the block.
Yeah.
He was talking about Kim Kardashian
Kim's thing.
the
Yeah,
whole
I heard that
time.
one. I heard that one.
Same.
Even Kiki.
I heard. See, the thing is, I heard
I
about
heard that one, but
that.
I didn't know. You get me.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one, I
I
feel
thought
like
it was
it's
cap.
more like.
This one
you
is
get
for
me?
certain.
It's more solid, like.
Here's the thing, like, let me put you in his position, like, let me put you in my man's position, yeah? What are you doing if a big artist, let's forget about Drake, because that's an L, innit? Like, let's take it into something more personal here. Let's say an artist in the UK, like, Fredo level, yeah, chirps your girl, and yeah, she's onto my man now, like, you've been in an 8-year relationship, yeah? What's your move?
Broski.
Cry.
Like, what? Give me the time frame. Like, you get me? Is this like what am I doing straight away, or am I gonna do like? Think I can't lie. You get me? Me being me, I know pride. Like,
Yeah.
When I find out, yeah. Like, if I don't cool off for like the first 24 hours, man's just gonna try to do a mad thing.
Mad
Try to
thing.
find it, but bro, do you know what it
Yeah.
is? In the long run, I'll just have to firm it as an L, because you get me. That's Fredo, and like, it's these big artists, bro. Do you get me? Like, if you lose, like you're bound to lose your girl. Like, if one of these man come call you just gotta pray and hope that your girl's on like a bigger ground. Cause
Think about my man's situation. He loves his girl. He's in love with her. Like, he's planning to marry this woman. And then Fredo just mashing it, just to mash.
bro,
Just to mash. That's the
bro,
mad
that's what
part.
I'm saying, bro. Like you said, innit? Done me a favour, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? Like,
Yeah.
show me like true colours. Like, if you don't mash him, then you get me. I know she really the one, but like, you know, this day and age, how things like see a guy like clout, and then after boom, they just start freeing up and that. Like, you get me?
Let me now put it in a different perspective. As you, the artist, would you then personally fly a girl out knowing she's in an 8-year relationship and she's engaged sort of thing? Like, would you fly a girl out and she's moving on to you? Yeah, you know that she's engaged, you know the guy, you've met the guy. Now, would you do your thing? Like, no questions asked. I know you kind of touched on it, but like, is that a thing you wouldn't put past yourself? Because I know I would.
Hey bro, let me not lie, yeah. If I'm flying a girl out, bro, if I fly a girl out, there's only one reason I'm flying her out, bro.
Man.
Get me? Let me not lie to you, yeah.
Man.
Let me not lie. If she's accepted the plane ticket, bro.
Let me know that black men do not cheat.
Broski, I don't cheat, bro. I'm not in the relationship. It's not me, man. But you get me? I'm not gonna if I fly a girl out. There's only one thing going on, bro. Do you get me, bro?
Yeah.
Man's collapsing, chopping the
It's
cheeks,
mad.
bro.
I mean, what about you, bro? What about you?
Cheeks.
You have to.
You
just have to.
Broski, like, you're wasting people. What you gonna do, bro? You told me what
It's
you're
a
gonna do.
collab, bro. It's business as usual.
So
bro.
what? Oh, it's a business thing.
Yeah, man. Shut her down, bro. Pattern up. Dusty skip.
See, bro, you weren't saying that. I thought you were talking about in the sense like, right, if you.
Nah, she's onto you. Same way. She's onto you. Like,
Okay.
she's trying to. Like, you hot, you smart, you doing your thing.
Okay. Like, if I know the guy, and I know things.
It's a hard one. Cause you,
It actually depends, like, bro. Bro, let me not cap in it. I say that now, and like, I probably won't, but bro, when the cheats are right, get me, and like, we're in the moment.
drinks
I
are
might
flowing.
slip out alive, bro. The liquor's pouring, bro. I might slip up in it. But that's not my fault. You get me?
Yeah,
If I, like, you get me. There's less weight in my head, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
the one in the relationship. Like, you get me. Your girl's there. She's the one who's cuffed up and like she should know better.
Let me ask you
No
though.
heads.
Because you both said yeah to that, yeah. Is there a double standard? Because I know you didn't say it, but I heard you kind of agreeing with my boy here. That you know when you said, look, I'm after hot man up if he was to do that to my girl. Like if my head ain't clear. So you both said yeah. Is that a double standard now? Or would you expect the beef? Like, are you waiting for it? Is that what you're doing? If you're cutting the next thing, yeah, you know in his position, like you're hotting up whoever cried. So would you expect that beef? Would you expect the beef to come to your door?
Like,
you kind of have to expect it, innit?
Like, oh, bro, you need to be ready in this life for anything, fam.
Say
Like
no.
I said, innit? Because if I was, like I said, there and then, if I found out my girl done that, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna try to think, but obviously I'll deep it as it goes by.
Yeah.
So you get me. If I'm doing the same thing, my man is just waiting for my man to like.
Fair enough.
Like,
Fair
you get
enough.
me.
Fair
You
enough.
could pull up on man. Like if he finds out there and then, like straight
Yeah.
away, he could pull up on man there. If he finds out but he doesn't do nothing, doesn't find me within like a week, get me. It might not be a situation like that, but it might be a lesson for him as well.
Fair enough.
Get me.
But most times it should be beef with the person that's cheating.
Live,
Yeah.
bro. You
But-
get me.
Unless there's disrespect that follows.
Of course, like Drake actually did. That.
Nah, he
that's
has to
how-
smoke.
yeah,
That
that's
makes sense.
justified.
Do you get me? 'Cause
Yeah.
before I saw that video, I was like, bro, I don't know why this guy's like all training for Drake and like his girl didn't do it. But nah, man. Since he said that makes too much sense. Man.
Yeah, that makes
too much sense,
Mom's
bro. Too
life.
much sense, bro. I cannot let that slide.
Oh my days.
Man's making peas off of fucking up your relationship. You know, every time someone streams that, bro, he's gonna get paid. Safe.
And he's calling himself certified
Safe,
lover.
man. Oh,
Aye, yeah, man. Drake,
you're a villain, bro. You're a villain.
Oh, but like, I want to touch on what you said, yeah. Like, so you're saying if the drinks are flowing and it just happens, yeah. It really did just happen, yeah. You're giving it just. It's good, you know. It's one of them things. It's like it is what it is,
It
yeah.
happened, didn't it? You get me?
It is. You man are funny, man. 'Cause I'll be real, like, I don't know. Maybe because it's my sort of mentality, yeah. And it's like, I put hoes to the side when it comes to this money thing, innit? So, if I see, like, she's moving nuts like that,
No, don't get twisted. The
I
money
have
comes
to-
first, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? But if we're flown out, like, you're not gonna record music 24 hours in that day, fam.
yeah, that's true. You're
You
spending
get
a
me?
lot of time with her.
You're gonna like live off and you flown her out, like you
Yeah.
get me? You're in a different place, bro. You get me? It's just you and this person. Like, you get me? If it happens, it happens, innit?
Yeah, in this situation, I blame the guy because like, I know we sometimes we preach this like, try and not get married or like keep a girl but not wife it. But like sometimes you have to understand what you have, and I feel like for them to be in an 8-year relationship, once I saw her, I was like, he messed up, he fucked up.
8 years and my man hasn't patterned that. But yeah, I wanna like go. I wanna ask this as well now, like, cause just what you said in it just gave me like, it gave me a little kind of, it made me think, right? So going back to my man saying he didn't really appreciate what he had in the moment. Do you think that's a good enough reason to excuse what she did? Like, do you think her not like 8-year engagement, no ring, no marriage, like, do you think that's excusable on her part or nah, it's not?
Like, if you knew you were gonna get married to this person, like me personally, I don't advocate cheating. Do you get me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I'm in a relationship, man's holding you down. You know, I'm not cheating. You get me? I'm actually gonna try my hardest not to do it massively. Like, I've never cheated on my girl, and that's all.
Of course.
I would expect the same thing. You get me? Like, especially if I know that I'm going to get married to you, like we're engaged as well. Like, I'm definitely not messing up. No mess ups on that. Do you get me? Like, so I can't. Like, I'm not hearing this like excuse for cheating because she messed up on her part. You get me? Same way I would hold my man accountable if like he cheated on her, innit? You get me? And stuff will come out like that. I'll 100% agree. I don't hold. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't do this double standard thing that a guy can cheat is cool, innit? Like, you get me? She's in a relationship. She should be held accountable, fam.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bro.
As well as that, I want to ask as well, like, this girl's bad. She's absolutely just beautiful, innit?
Serious
Serious.
stuff.
Now, as a guy, I always look to, if I got a bad B, yeah, I need to be that nigga. If I'm in a room, I want to be the one everybody's looking at. You get it? If my girl's walking in that room behind me, and I know there's man them in that room that's up bigger than me,
They need to be respected. You're
Yeah.
looking at you like, who's this?
do you think this is a mad one as well? Do you think, yeah, my man should have never let it happen, knowing that, okay, cool, like, his girl is going to meet Drake, and he's not as patterned as obviously the artist she's linking.
Yeah.
Do you think he should have never let that shit happen? Like, should have never been in the studio alone with his wife to be, or do you think that's just an insecure way of thinking?
That's just an insecure way, bro.
Is it though? Because at the end of the day,
It happened. You get I hear that point. Still, I hear that, bro. But you can't keep moving like just because of that. So you're just gonna tell your girl, nah, man, you can't go here because this and this person gonna. You actually just have to like trust them that they'll do that. If they don't, bro, that's just how they are, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? 'Cause everybody's different, fam. Everybody's human, fam. You can't control that person, fam.
I feel you.
You get me?
But at the end of the day, what I think about it, like he flew them both out.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're in a city that you're not familiar with.
Of course.
Where were you
Mum's
when this was happening?
life.
Like, did they send you shop or like?
Bro,
Mums.
he's not artist, innit?
They
They probably done this in the booth, like, bro, you know the booth,
The booth comes different.
They got the couch, they got the things set up, bro, different room, they could have been doing a mezzanine
I
there.
would sit there at the desk like the engineers.
Late night
I'll
thing,
be
you get
watching them.
me?
There's no way.
Yeah, Mum's, I would have been there. Like, there must have been a time when this girl was alone with. There must have been plenty of times when this girl's alone with Drake. For her to get into a comfortable position with my man enough to clout it, like, where were you? Like, bro, if we're flown out together, I'm at every single studio session. You want to go meet Drake at his private mansion? I'm coming with you. Like, why am I gonna put myself in a situation where I'm at home while you're with Drake alone?
Yeah.
You don't know, man. You don't know, man. It could have been a late night session, like 3 AM, like, bro, overnight thing. You're tired here. You don't even do the music thing. You're probably like, babe, going home. This has been his girl for 8 years, you know, bro.
You probably had more trust in
Like,
that.
you get me, bro. That's 8 years worth of trust, bro. Like, bro,
Mm.
man spoke to girls for like a couple months, and that man still holds like a level of trust. You get me, to them when they do their thing. Let alone 8 years. Nah, man. She broke that.
Yeah, she did. She did him
broke that
die.
shit.
Yeah. I want to ask as well. So, if the opportunity presented itself, would you fulfill your sexual desire for a woman of status if your partner, like, I'm putting you now in the position of the girl.
Okay.
So, if your partner, you're with someone for 8-9 years, I don't know who you like fuck with, but Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj. Think of all the bad bees in the industry now. Mulatto, whatever.
Yeah, Megan.
Megan. Good Megan with the good knees.
Stallion.
Megan the Stallion, yeah.
Stallion.
They are now onto you, man. Yeah. What's your move?
And I got a girl.
And you've got a girl, long time, 8 years.
Ooh. Nah, man. Can't lie.
8 years is it
I
really that long?
You're a bad guy. You're a bad guy. Nah, let me not catch you, bro. Like I said, black men don't cheat.
Hey,
I don't think, like, if in my normal state of mind, I'm gonna do like a mezzanine. I'm not gonna cheat, but can't say the same if like you get me intoxicated, shit's going on. I can't lie, I won't, bro. I'll put my hands up and say I don't know, but obviously at the end of the day, man knows that my head, like, biologically, like, I'm still with my girl, and like, obviously you know how men them be, like, man them just cheat because it's for cheating sakes, like, don't, like, how many times have you packed the thing and you don't really, like, you get me?
Yeah,
you're not seeing her like that, you're just seeing it for the G, you get me?
Yeah,
So just for the experience, you get me? Like, what's going on? You still got feelings for your other girl, that get me? Man can separate, I feel like most men can separate the sex from the feelings, you get me? So it won't be really that thing compared to like females, innit? Like, more time females, they like to, get me, they associate the sex with the feelings, and that's why it kind of be techie sometimes and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Not all of them, but you get me. I feel like majority of them compared to man them.
What about you, bro?
I think sometimes in relationships you say shit like, "Oh, who's your celebrity crush?" Like,
Yeah.
I feel like once you set one aside, like, if Rihanna
Yeah.
was there right now,
And she's feeling you.
it doesn't matter how long I've been with my girl. I'll be honest.
She's just got to understand.
You actually got to
She's just got to understand it's Riri, man.
Do you think my man should just understood though? Like, would you think it was fair of my man to just call it all off after 8 years? Like, it's Drake, like, you got a one-time pass.
Bro, let me ask you that question, bro. If your girl piped, you get me, fam, So like Michael B. Jordan, you getting that snipe? Are you gonna be happy? You're gonna be the guy that took your girl back after you got piped back.
Nah, it couldn't be.
Like
me.
everyone knows as well. Nah, man. I feel you're forced into that corner, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe if it wasn't like as overt as it was, you get me like baited out and stuff. You might have taken, but bro, once I hit the media and that, nah, man.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
You know
man.
what? It
choice.
depends. It depends who it was.
Yeah.
Because you can't be hitting a B-list actor.
Oh,
Has to
okay.
be
So you're saying the higher up they are, is the more understanding you are.
Yeah.
So
So you go back, even though it has all that publicity as well, bro.
All the publicity, then that's because you're pride.
so you do it on a low key thing, like
If it was like,
Nah.
But then-
She's still cheating. Nah, bro, fam, broski. She's still cheating on you, bro.
okay, no.
but people get cheated on by average people every day.
Nah, man.
Okay, I want to get even deeper into this. Let's keep going. Like, now let's go back into let's put you in the position of the girl. You've say you've cheated now, right? Liquor was flowing, everything was good. Would you then go back to your partner and expect them to take you back?
Broski, you get me, like, I don't expect them to, innit? Nah, let me be real, because I know I've messed up. Like, you know that once you've done, it's like when you freaking, it's like when you do something bad at school, fam.
Yeah.
And like they get the phone call, you get the phone call yard, and you know you're going yard.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
If your parents are mad at you, you can understand they're mad at you because you got a phone call, fam. Yeah, if they don't, then it's you get me? It's
Yeah, you firm, like you bust case on that.
You bust case, innit?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
bust it. Like, obviously, it's the same thing goes there, fam. You know that what you've done is wrong, and you are in the wrong, and there's no one else that can be held accountable but you, man. So from that moment, all you can do is like, beg for forgiveness and hope.
Yeah, and
Hope she takes you back. If not, you can't expect anything. You can't think otherwise because you messed up, bro.
And here's the maddest part for all our female viewers, yeah. Some of us, man, expect you to. Like, I mean, look, if I've been with you, I'm gonna show my hands, yeah. I'm showing my cards for free. Some of us, man, yeah, will make that mistake, and we will know deep down we will have to do the begging, but we know we're getting you back. Hey, it's like that song. So you can tell. Hey, put the comments down below. What's my ethnicity? Yeah. Yeah, you can tell some people. Yeah, I know some people. I've had a hold on them in the past, and it's like I could have made that mistake, and it would have taken a lot, but I could have came back. I can pull it back. But that's not to say that you females are any like less smart than us males. And I feel like you lot can just take a little bit more pain than us, because I know a girl cheats on me. Finish.
It's done.
But if I'm in a relationship and that sort of is that, for me, it's not even all them girls. For me, yeah, the girl that would, it would just be like if I'm in the same room as her and it's just raps for my relationship, it would probably be. Whew, there's a list here. Wait, there's a couple. Off the top of my head, like let's just use Rihanna as well, because I can't be asked to think of another thing. I'm in a room with Rihanna, and I'm with my girl like from Enfield. Enfield, and I'm in a room with Rihanna. Babes, sorry.
You need to understand.
You have to understand levels. But like after I do my thing, I have enough respect for you to tell you, look, man, I fucked up. I made a mistake. Let's be real, I didn't make a mistake. It's Rihanna, like. But at the end of the day, like, I know what's good in it. I know what's levels. I know that man like me, like, there's a certain, unless I'm making millions, I know Rihanna's not gonna have nothing to do with me. It's a one-time thing. That's forgivable on your part, if you can forgive me. On the other end, though, I'm sorry. I know it's double standards, but I just.
It's because when a girl cheats, it's more like she likes the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most of the time.
That's-
innit?
Yeah.
For like most of the time, I know some girls like they're on this boss thing, like they just cheat for cheat.
Them
Like,
girls
you
are
know,
dangerous.
serious,
There.
man, they'll have you feeling. They'll have you feeling they'll have it the script flipped on that.
Dangerous,
You get me?
yeah.
They'll have you catching a feeling. Not saying I'm in that position.
Mm.
I know a couple of men that have. Do you get me? But obviously, for the most part, I feel like the percentage of them type of girls, that of the people that feel like that, like you get me, that can separate it, is like less in women and more in men. Do you
Yeah.
get me? That's
Okay, I
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
question then.
Go on.
It's kind of in this realm. But say you're going out with a girl, yeah. If say you're rolling in a hip hop circle or a music circle, does she have to tell you about the guys that she's beat that you may run into?
Oh, hell yeah. Have you remember that song, You're Still Mine? And Jake was like, I know that type of hug. It's the same hug I be giving when I'm like
when I know I used to fuck.
When I used to fuck, yeah.
That's that. Man.
See that sort of thing? I will never, and I mean obviously I can't, but I do not ever want to be in that position where I'm in a club, my girls come up to a famous guy and they're giving the side hug.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like me as the third party, I'm now thinking, oh my,
all these thoughts in my head. You have to show me straight. That's what I'm saying, fam. Do you know what it is, yeah? Like before, like I even cuff a girl, man, I want to know the ins and outs.
CRB.
Like, like you touch, you get me like straight away. So it's not a thing like 2 years down the line, man's finding this out, because you get me. Before I like even go out with a girl, man's asking me these questions. If you lie to me, I find out 2 years that it's otherwise, I'm gonna be head boggled. Like, me? Like likewise, if you ask me a question, I lied to you, and you find out 2 years down the line, that I lied, you're gonna be pissed off as well. Like,
yeah. I'll be real. Like for me, I need to. It's not that I need to know your history, but if there is rappers and stuff, or if there's like an ex that's like in your life that you still may have feelings for, then I need to know about that. That's the only thing, because I know, as a person who's been in that position, I've been the ex that niggas they are nervous around. Like, you get it? I don't want to ever be on the other end of that, because I see how man move around me, and it's like, fam, it's pressure. It's not even, I'm not even trying to be pressure, but I know I put pressure on certain man, and I don't want to ever be on that sort of position where I'm feeling insecure about my girl. So I need to know them sort of things. If there's an ex that you've been with, I've got to.
Do the names will the names change how you feel about her though? Like if she tells you the name and you're like, this nigga is a bum. Does it make you look at yourself like, am I a bum? Does she date bums? Like, if she said 4 names now and you're like, this nigga a bum, this nigga a bum, this nigga a bum.
Like, as in like a bum that everybody knows from ends is a bum, or is it like
you don't think he's the same as you, like?
Oh, safe. I don't know though, because it could have been
all down to personal thing. You get me? Like,
You
could, if you think they're a thing, you get me, you could see on the other hand, like, yeah, she's leveling up, innit?
Yeah.
It all depends, like, on, like, when, like I said, innit, when I'm told this information, you get me? If it's at the start, when things are, like, when we're getting to know each other, I confirm it. Do you get me? I won't cap and say, like, nah, man, that's it. Like, if you told me straight away, man sees you're honest, you're this and that, like, you said your truth, you get me, you are what you are, then I can accept that, like, cool, do you know what it is? It's a fresh start. Give you the benefit of the doubt. You got something else going. This is like, you get me. I can wipe that. I can have that all in the past. But if I don't know and I find out later, man's gonna just take it as.
It's a bit of.
You didn't want to tell me this then. Why didn't you want to tell me this?
All right, cool. We're gonna move on to the next topic, because I feel like we've explored that reasonably well. A lot to be said there, but there's obviously what's trending now in the new. Well, obviously in the hip hop world, obviously grime, drill, whatever it is, the UK. Russ and Tion Wayne have gone #1 with their new song Body in, well, not just the UK but multiple countries across the world. Now, what are you man's thought on that? Because this is the first drill song that's gone #1. This is history being made.
100, bro. These men were like #1 for like 3 weeks. I think they just dropped down to #2 this week, fam.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's big.
It's hard still. I gotta give them their accolades still. The tune still, they got their formula going, bro. You get me? I can't hate it from the ends. You get me? They're doing their thing, bro. You get me? They're putting up the rep in London. At the top of the charts as well, bro.
Yeah.
Especially for the drill movement as well.
I want to say this as well. Shout out E1. I don't know him that personally, but he did go to my school. His verse was probably like one of the best on that song, the remix. It's interesting that this song, this drill tune, has gone #1 because since Central C, I've been seeing lots of Americans start to really like vibe with the UK. You know, the UK scene's music. Like the drill thing, I'm seeing like TikToks and all the comments are positive. of Americans saying, "Oh, right, these UK lot actually they're lit." I don't even understand what they're saying, but they're lit. Like, and it's interesting to see. And one of the things that I also found interesting as well was Fivio's Foreign's verse. It was pretty weak in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not.
But that little collab actually got loads of Americans to vibe with the song because they're like, "Oh, okay, these lot are hard," but then they see Fivio Foreign, it's a familiar face, and they're like, "Oh shit, Fivio's on this song as well."
I've done a couple features. You done a feature with M24 like
Oh yeah.
a couple months ago, I think. Still that tune as well. I'm not sure it went popped off as much as this tune. Though, you get me?
I saw a feature with Pop as well. On the Fredo album. I think it was like Hakkasan and Nobu or something like that. That one. Like, Burner on Deck. That's it. Like, what do you lot think about these like Americans now kind of coming into the UK scene? Like, there are negatives and there's positives. I've heard a lot of people saying that the UK lots are just breads, and that they should leave the American thing is dead and just stick to their own. And then I've heard people saying that they should branch out, spread out, make more money, get into the American scene.
Literally, fam, bro. Like, who wouldn't want to tap into a new market?
Mums.
Do you get me? Like, if you're a business owner, like, even like, forget the music. If you're a business owner, you had a thing here, and you get me, and you want to make more money, bro. Isn't like and you're doing your thing here in this country, but you want to go like global. Isn't expanding the next thing, tapping into a new market?
I agree.
You get me? Like, people that call it breads are just hating. Personally, I see it as, you get me. They're expanding. Get me? Because that's new face, that's new streams, bro. That's a whole like set of
whole different
extra
set of
incomes. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, like, how can you hate on that?
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
You can't hate on it, but there's something to be said. Like, I feel like if you're gonna stand and draw the line, this is probably the time to do it, because it's like we're literally in the shift right now. And I understand what you're saying. Like, it's good to tap into a new market, but we have to make sure, are we tapping into their market or are they tapping into ours?
Well, which one's better or which one's worse?
Nah.
It's better if we tap into theirs, because it's like we're translating our shit for them over there. But when they tap into us, it's like they're coming here, seeing what the vibe is like, and then taking it back.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think they can replicate this. Like, do you get me?
They
I
can't.
feel like if it was a thing where they're trying to tap into our thing, yeah. I mean, if we're trying to like tap into their thing or like a replicate thing, we're not. It's not like the tunes that we're dropping that are trying there are like trying to impersonate like the American vibe. You get it? It's actually it's technically like our sound.
It is our sound.
You
Yeah.
get me? Like, man, you could tell it's a distinctive like English accent.
Yeah.
It's not none of this like trying to do like the American accent. You get me? Like, some of these tunes that some of the man are coming with that. There, I can hear like cool. I can hear what you're saying about us like trying to bread the thing, but if we're coming general drill flows and that and it's popping there, do you get me? Like, there's nothing really you can hear about. Like, that's us like influence outing and them actually taking us in. Like, more and more I'm seeing like couple reaction videos and that Americans actually like taking art in there. Like, they're actually doing their research on the thing. Like, you see the way us man did like our research on like little dirty days, man. Back in the day, you get me?
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing. Like, you get me? It's
That's
like,
hard.
The tables are turning and shit.
Yeah, so that's hard. I didn't even know that we got that sort of influence now going out into America, which is actually interesting to hear, because
Not even just America, like global thing, bro.
Australia. And you know what's mad as well? Talking about influence, I'm seeing everybody pick up drill now. Like, we all know where drill started off. Obviously, Heart of Chicago, O Block, Chief Keef. But
the version that we spun in, our version is getting picked up.
It's getting picked up everywhere. Central did a song with these Italian lots.
And French lots. Heads done some link up with these Ghanaian brothers as well.
Yeah.
Get me?
Like, the drill thing is global. It's going global. It's going everywhere.
Gotta build up the producers, though.
Yeah, mums, because they really put on.
I love the producers that started the Chicago shit. They were even from England.
Say, mum.
Yeah, like a couple of them that worked with Chief Keef and Lil Durk.
See, I didn't even know that.
In the start.
See, I don't want to say that it was obviously like we were meant to create this and like perfect it, but it feels like it. Like, I don't think I've ever heard like the New York lots. They come up with some nice tunes like the Off the Drill thing, but I don't think there's
compared to the UK. No, 100%. I agree with that still, fam. Us man, but the man from the UK body the drill thing, bro. Can't lie, I gotta give them their props, man.
Yeah.
But that's why I had my other point before, because when I say like they're tapping into us, it's like if you look at New York specifically, because that's where American drill is popping off. The problem with New York is they were on top when they had Nas and Jay, and 50. They were kings. They were kings of music. And then it kind of went to West Coast, and then Chicago drill, and then New York was kind of in this like limbo where they didn't have a New York sound. It was still like the boom bap from back in the day, like Griselda, Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
But like now they have drill, but I don't feel like it's their sound, because they're trying to make it
their sound
now, where it's like UK drill, New York drill. But I feel like it's UK drill, but just because of the way they speak, and the way they rhyme over there.
Yeah, it's just the same thing, but with a different sort of spin on it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, and I totally agree, because I used to like New York drill a lot more before I could distinguish the fact that it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like when I started distinguishing, like, oh shit, this beat is Heady's beat. Like when Pop jumped on the No Better beat.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, alright, this song's hard, but I'm like, oh wait, hold on, the beat sounds familiar. Wait, what's going on? I listened to Heady's thing from back in the day, and I was like, wait, this is way better. Like, I mean, yeah, the Pop Smoke is it's an alright song, but
be deep it, man.
no, it's nowhere near Heady's verse.
Like the way us man come on, it's like I said, it's just different, isn't it? You get the way the goals are, the way people come around.
It's the way we rap over here.
Yeah.
And Pop Smoke started that, but he started that with like 808 Mellow, and he's from over here.
Exactly.
But I think New York is unfortunate. Sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
Because I've said this before, but like they were starting to develop a sound, but because their artists were getting arrested and put in jail, it's like it got cut off. Like I think the first one that I said was like, that's New York sound, was Bobby Smurder, and that's kind of drill, and that's a different type of drill, but it got cut short.
That's for real.
And then there was 2 Milli, I Milli Rock on every block.
Yeah.
That was kind of in the same vibe as Bobby Smurder, but it got cut short as well.
Yeah.
And then people don't want to give him his credit, but Tekashi, that was another one that was like, whoa, this sound is hard. And then it went to pop, so it's like
they are unfortunate. They have a long-standing history of artists that just have their careers just cut short. It's unfortunate.
It's actually peak. When you think of it, it's actually it's mad stuff.
When you think of pioneers as well, like there's only three states over there that, well, 4 if you include Chicago, that I can really think of, that are really like pushing the industry, and obviously that's Florida, New York, Chicago. I don't even want to say, I don't want to say California, because what have they? I mean, they haven't really pushed any big artists out. Like the more time artists are going over there nowadays.
Yeah.
So I don't want to include it. So I'll stick to my 3. I'll leave California out of this just for now, because I haven't heard any big artists out of California. The biggest thing I've heard out of California, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys, but Blueface was the biggest thing I heard out of California in a minute. Oh, was Roddy Rich out? He was out of California.
Wait, LA's in.
Yeah, it is.
Cali, right?
Yeah.
Like my geography shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Nipsey as well.
Yeah, Nipsey was big, but he wasn't. I'm talking like pioneers. We're talking like people who have pushed the game into something different. Yeah, and I'm thinking, out of all the people I've seen in the last couple of years, Pop Smoke, one of the biggest out.
RIP though.
RIP, and he was out. He was in obviously East Coast. X again, his numbers were insane.
Yeah, man. His fan base, loyal fan.
Super.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD as well.
Juice WRLD, Chicago, like you name it. Majority of the people that are like who was pushing crazy numbers are out of these states: Florida, New York, or Chicago.
Atlanta as well.
Oh yeah, Atlanta.
They'll
Kill
you for that one.
Yeah, don't let me slip on Atlanta. Yeah, they're just on a different thing. Like their man, Young Thug.
Yeah, bro, you can't think, bro. Goals, Migos.
Yeah,
Migos, bro.
Yeah,
I'll give them their props.
I'll give them their props as well. Atlanta's been pushing work for a long time. In fact, I'm pretty sure like this music thing started off like in Atlanta. Like the way we are now, the rap culture and everything.
Yeah, therefore, like the way these man gas like everything, like the strippers and like video of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Cash, splash,
all of that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, that's all we have today. It's actually we've just touched the 40-minute mark. Any sort of questions, please do not hesitate to put them down in the comments below. We love to hear your opinion here, and remember to make sure keep it controversial, man. If it's out of line, that's what we want here, man. We love it, man. We're out of line. We want to hear them controversial comments.
You man don't mind if I shout on my podcast?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Follow the Podfellas podcast every Monday at 1 p.m. on the Image of God Network on YouTube. IMG of God on YouTube channel. That's it.
We expecting a collab.
Literally.
Yeah, we can do one.
Yeah, the vibe, yeah. Collabs, yeah. Make sure you look it out for that, yeah. We'll see that's out of line. Next up, entertainment.
You get me?
Yeah. Collabing. Look out for it, yeah. Make sure you like the video. It pushes our content out to more people who want to view stuff like this as well.
Literally.
Give us a share on your social media, whatever it is, man. Any sort of help helps out, man. And with that being said, yeah, peace.
For real, they better like.